College football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio...
All by himself down the middle. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State!
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gibson on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson gonna throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the run. Temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
That's reeled in. It's Peace. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The offense changing the play. Caught in the backfield, it's Givens. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. We don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sweeney. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Grab behind the line. It's Palmer. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Remember some of the years when the Hawks spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You put a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Palmer. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
A lot of times the QB is going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws for the tight end. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing on the run. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the pass is incomplete.
I knew that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll try to do it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long, no big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he dropped it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rolling right and going deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Sweeney. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though we're inside the 3-yard.
To the air on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge 3rd down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Creates a little room, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because You've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to pass. It's Newton. He's moving out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Ferguson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw. It's Newton. It's complete on the right side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Sweeney. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Might be changing the route. They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Sweeney. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the...
Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got the first down and more. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd and Hill house it. Touchdown, Arkansas. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Wants to fire on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. These fans trying to boost this defense on a big third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Takes a handoff. It's Palmer. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sweeney. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. You already got to make big...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Floating away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Catch in the middle, it's Hoffman. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You can be huge out there, wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
3rd down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Tight end now in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th for California.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these plays take time to develop. Nice job on the offensive line, buying some time. And how about the quarterback with a great decision? Seeing his receiver start on the left side, come all the way across the formation, get him the football. He does the rest, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back to pass. It's Newton. To the end zone and it's picked off. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Sweeney. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by just one over Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Good enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Timeout, Ohio State. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
63, Arkansas, 37.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. This time he's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on first down from the 28. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? To throw, it's Newton. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ferguson. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.